resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plumber looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plumber rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
Isso aí, bora ir até a mina. Episódio 3. Encontre a entrada da mina.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men.
Eita, lá em cima.
Made them equal.
Aí, até que fim. Tá, bora aí, encontre a entrada da mina.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors.
Aí, agora sim, eu arrumei a sensibilidade. Ah, tá bom. Eita. Arrumei a sensibilidade.
Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head. But I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. I thought I was some kind of hero.
You're dead. Do this.
Que é esse patrulheiro? Pegou uma nova arma aí. É patrulheiro. É isso aí, bora aí.
I I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense.
Okay.
It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Tô com a nova arma aí, né? Patrulheiro.
Come out, you yellow bastard!
Espingarda. Será que eu troco? Deixa eu ver como é que é. Ah, vou com a espingarda. Bora testar essa arma.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it.
Let's just do this!
Não, eu acho que não é aqui. Eu vou ficar com rifle. Que melhor. Tá, bora continuar. Eita. Atravessa a mina enquanto Henry
Quick
promete.
reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Get out here! Murderer!
Não era pra
One
explodir
wrong
não.
bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Saia da mina e escapa do desmoronamento.
My plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Nossa.
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
Doideira, velho. Muito bom. Tô
It was a long
gostando.
way
O
around,
jogo é
but
muito
that
bom.
approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, No man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith. Which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell.
É, onde tem que ir?
I was determined not to give up, however.
Ah, era isso mesmo.
As Sheriff
É isso
Plummer
mesmo, tem
seemed quite the despicable character. When the
Tinha
vigilantes
que pular
discovered
mesmo.
what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way in helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder. I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Ó, peguei o bagulho. Segredo. De onde é isso, velho?
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise. I was warmed up already, so what the hell?
E aí, seus trouxas? Peguei vocês.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there.
Eita, tem mais?
I'm putting you down.
The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Encontre R Plume. Homem da lei. Fora da lei. Vigarista. R Plume.
This is gonna hurt. This day is just getting worse and worse for you. Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing. Oh, medieval on your ass.
What do you think you're doing? You can shoot, but can you aim? No blood money for you today. Come on, boys, take this cock. They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. I got a lot more dynamite than you.
I will drop you down a mine shaft.
This cocksucker is smarter than he looks. Run! Oh, guess you've had enough. You ain't taking me. Who said you could throw dynamite? They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. What do you think you're doing? I got a lot more dynamite than you. No blood money for you today. Bastard! Run! You kill him, or I kill you.
Cadê ele, velho?
I can shoot too! This cocksucker is smarter than he looks.
Aí,
So that's how
consegui.
Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
Episódio 4. John Wesley Hardin.
Hell, he killed his
Episódio
first
4.
man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself. I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty
Entra na
on
caverna
John
e
Wesley.
tudo.
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was cold and a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
Tá, mas é rápido. Tiro rápido.
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and...
Episódio 4. Ih, rapaz, ele aí.
Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he
Mais
confessed to
cedo
taking the
naquela noite,
lives
nas
of 42
proximidades
men.
a Belene.
He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. As most of them were wanted as well. I figured
sim,
Hardin was here
rápido.
somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. And that was easier said than done, as most of them were as foolish and full of bravado as I was.
You think you can kill me?
I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcomed presence.
Essa arma que eu tô usando é nova. Tiro, carrega rápido, tira rápido. Olha lá, tiro rápido o nome da arma.
Stop that son of a bitch! Let the boys know we got another law dog.
Atravessa o acampamento.
Sorry, son of a bitch!
Os caras demoram a morrer, velho.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Vai até a cidade e encontre.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story.
Que arma boa, velho.
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
God damn him.
Difícil acertar, velho. Caraca.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
Hold still. Crazy bastard.
Livre-se dos bandidos na cidade.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
Rapaz, tem muito aqui. Abaixa, boneco. Ah, velho, tem...
Watch where you shoot.
In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
He's hurt now. Show him how to die. Man, get shoot. Yeah, you know you can't beat me. You ain't beating me.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West. I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that...
Conseguindo atirar, velho.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life. Shot him in the back of the saloon, just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
É isso aí, velho. Tá interessante o jogo.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Episódio 5. Grey Wolf.
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
Episódio 5 já.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains.